Hey, we're Bird Calls, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Akea,
And I'm Risha.
and we are back at it today, reacting to Foundation, Season 1, Episode 7. Now, we've got a few different dynamics going on in the dawn, day, and dusk world. Day is off.
It's not an election, but it's coming off like an election between these
Right.
two women to become head of their environment. And he is really out of his depth. Dawn is kind of all over the place.
All over the place.
He's colorblind. He has a little gal pal. And he's being spied on by Dusk. So, which,
And
like
that's,
you mentioned, that's not that weird, but like Dusk is finding out things. So,
you would just think Dusk has other stuff to do, but no, his focus right now
I
seems to
can't
be
decide
Dawn.
what Dusk's motivation is, as far as like he was so under attack from Day that it's making me wonder if it's like, what is it like if you're being attacked from this way, you attack, you know what I'm saying? Like, so are you trying to shift focus?
All three of them are like different versions of ego. Dusk is like completely engulfed in ego. Day is like, he has a lot of ego, but he also realizes that you cannot be consumed by it or else you become Dusk. And then Dawn is like completely lacking in ego and
Which,
just
I mean,
like,
makes sense. There are different stages of this one person's
right,
life, so like it
right.
totally makes sense. But Dawn is different because he's different.
Right.
So that's getting interesting. I big fan of not seeing the Anacreons this episode. So
We can give it a
Salvor,
rest.
love
Yeah.
you, girl. See you in a week,
Right.
hopefully.
And then yes, I
Um,
definitely want to get back to Gail today. Gail and Hari. Let's
Gotta
see
get
what's
back to
going on
Gail and
there.
Hari. So fingers crossed.
And we'll get to see how Hari reacts to seeing Gail
It's Gail,
instead
not Raish.
of Raish.
Yes, and finding out that Raish is dead.
Right.
That's okay. They're not going to be in this episode. I know it.
Let's do it. Let's do
Killer.
it.
He's so killer. Who are we with?
No, for real. This would be Gail, right?
The Anther Belt. Dad used to tell me stories.
No.
Oh my god. Not that we start off with that.
Would you believe I used to work on one of those things?
I can't believe it's still there.
Without the Empire's tech, the industry just broke down.
In other words, you abandoned your own people.
Where were y'all at?
There's nothing here.
Look closer, Warden.
Yeah, I want to see this ship.
The Invictus.
Do you recognize that by sight?
The Invictus was the most powerful weapons platform the Empire had ever built.
A world killer.
How did they find her?
So this is what they meant when they said they wanted an Empire ship.
Yeah.
Never responding to hails, never seen in the same place twice.
She was calling to me.
The Invictus is a jump ship. The Empire sooner wipe out the entire Outer Reach than allow you to take this ship.
Nobody knows she's here.
The airlock will never open for an Anacreon.
Your Imperial nanobots. Programmed for expedited healing and identification.
What?
That's why we needed you, Commander.
I was just going to say, it was such a crazy thing for him to say. You're not an Acreon.
But it's so Lewis. It's so Lewis to sit around and act like something is just not possible. You wouldn't be able to get on board.
The two craft we lost, attempting to board.
Wow, how long have they been trying to do this?
I know, they've been putting in work. We all have to go?
We all had a purpose coming, so.
But
Well, except Hugo.
I've got a distress beacon. Neural implant records everything I see in here.
Why are they letting him talk like
It
this?
sends out a signal.
Like, I don't want to tell you how to run your show, but
Stay alive!
On your final approach, you'll have to flip over and brake. So if we spread out and move with control, we should be invisible to them.
Wait, them? Who are we talking? Are there people on that ship?
Miss the inner ring and you will be lost.
have I trained for this?
I'll go on 3.
What's funny is they're in Star Trek.
1, 2.
Come on now. Okay. How are you gonna tell me how strategic it needs to be and then just push me out?
Shit.
There's this scene in Star Trek where they make a jump and they're doing all this, and it seemed like they trained for years. And why do I have to go first?
Well, technically, the only reason they're here is because the ship is now programmed her, so.
But doesn't that make her more valuable?
Well, no, because their whole point is now they want this other ship. So technically, Hugo and her are now expendable.
So my suit's failing. It's no good. Thrusters out.
What?
I got you.
That's Hugo?
I got you. So. Hugo. No, get back.
You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
So. Hugo. So.
Okay, it can't end like that. Like, he's gonna pop up. He's gonna pop up. That was so, like...
We have no time for it now.
Because if that's really how he died, they didn't give a damn about that character.
What's funny is that when he was talking about his planet, I was thinking this is one of those conversations. But then I told myself, there's no way.
It'd be one thing if he died in, like, some dramatic way, but that was very, like, wait, what?
If I hadn't knelt, it would have been a clear contradiction of my faith. I was kneeling to the mother.
I'm not familiar with that term. Motherless atrocity that I am. This was a staggering betrayal.
I didn't even want to go.
Right.
As far as I understood it, you are incapable of disloyalty.
And that is precisely my point. If kneeling were in violation of...
Right. I wouldn't have done it.
The very signals I used to instruct my limbs to bend would have been blocked.
Like, I should be mad, not you.
She's not programmed to be mad at him.
Do you want to kneel?
I am loyal to Empire.
Forgive me, Empire.
Spit it out!
It seems Zephyr Halima's speech has struck a chord.
No.
She has now become the frontrunner.
We have to shift her away from this pet subject. Figure out what she actually wants from me.
I wouldn't have expected to see you down here, Cleon.
I have great respect for those who attempt the spiral. To humble oneself before the triple goddess.
Someone's coached you well.
You've succeeded in drawing me down here into the trenches, so I applaud you. I'm listening. What is your ask?
Look around.
And the genetic dynasty.
If you're only fielding off...
Oh, damn.
My ask, it's not a tactic. The genetic dynasty will be the ruin of us all.
Luminous can see the future now?
I don't...
Oh, she is a heretic to him.
You are not brothers. You are the reverberations of a dead man's ego, by nature blind.
Ooh.
The soulless creature cannot recognize itself. The late Dr. Seldon made a similar observation.
Yes, exactly.
The only reason you ventured down here, people are listening to me. How many people did it take to bring down your star bridge?
Are you threatening me?
It's about something much greater than you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have souls that need ministering to.
I mean, a read of all reads.
Let me tell you what the I want, okay? Don't play with me. I'm sick of you.
She said, listen to me, you soulless creature. Okay?
You playing games.
Fall back, Lewis.
What, Salvor?
You're just...
Lewis, just go. Like, honestly, that's who should have been going floating off into the freaking space.
Take cover!
Where's Hugo?
If I open the doors, the guns will stop.
Commander!
Oh. Without her, they can't even go back to their old ship.
Keep her alive, or they gotta make this work. One or the other.
Can we do a roll call on who we just lost?
Right, did they fulfill their role? Oh my god.
Okay, so yes, we are literally once...
He served his purpose.
Literally, once they fulfill their role, bye.
The environmental systems must be off. We should find a regulation.
Girl, you may want to drag out fulfilling your obligations. I'd be like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do.
Those lights. Is that a power surge?
Not sure.
Well, I'm trying to understand what their jobs are. Like, if everybody else, their job, makes them last. I think Lewis's job gives him longevity.
He's the one I care about the least.
The lights were pulsating consistently every 18 seconds, and now it's down to 16.
So what does that mean?
Like a countdown?
A countdown to what? The next jump.
What?
The ship is about to jump while you're in it?
Yes.
That's how the legend started.
Hugo.
The crew must have lost control, and the ship started jumping from one random set of coordinates to the next.
Out of comms range. Maybe outside the galaxy completely.
Do we have time for this?
How long do we have before the countdown gets to 0?
4 hours.
Wait, so do we want to be in the ship at that time or get control? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they want the ship, but how do you figure out how to control it when these people couldn't figure it out? Salvor.
Well, also Lewis, because isn't he the one who supposedly knows how to work the ship?
I have no faith in Lewis. I just need Hugo.
You understand the urgency now? If we're unlucky, we suffer much longer deaths.
There's no question in my mind that was a threat.
Yeah, I mean...
I will enhance the security measures at the palace. We can assemble a comms team to...
No, you're not understanding. You would be defending him against himself.
I was about to say, she pitted him against his own mind, not really against anything real. She didn't actually threaten you.
She warned you.
I'll prove both her and Seldon
Validated what you already knew. Just go home.
According to Zephyr Halima, I am soulless. I disagree.
He's gonna walk the spiral.
I must appeal to the triple goddesses themselves. I will walk the great spiral.
I think she manipulated you.
Oh, we're leaving messages. Okay.
Breakup. She does do beautiful work.
She does. And I'm not, they're sweet. It feels like it's death coming everywhere.
For
you know?
sure. Don't get caught up in this. Especially after the way they just took out Hugo.
No, this progressed. That's another thing. This relationship progressed so quickly. It went from we're staring to we're kissing to now we're just in a full-blown relationship.
But think about
3 episodes.
He doesn't interact with that many people.
No, I mean, this is everything.
She's like the only person who knows him.
I'll show you.
Relationships on this show are very interesting.
Very expedited.
I brought you something.
Well, I think that's the problem. There's just not a lot of depth to any of them because they all move so quickly.
Right. That's probably why you think this one's so sweet, because you actually got to watch the whole thing.
So you can see red and green.
What?
Thank you.
That's really sweet. God.
I can't. They'll draw attention. The others, Brother Dusk, Brother Day, they can't know. If they notice the adhesives, they might notice all of it.
Would that really be so terrible?
Yes. You have no idea. Who is this?
If a Cleon is ever damaged
or
killed, these are his replacements.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that answers that. Oh my God.
If they ever learn how different I am, it'll be my last day.
So he's right. They would get rid of him.
Your empire.
No more than he is.
Right.
Reason for existing is to be a perfect copy, and if I can't do that,
yep,
I die.
We'll make it so they can't find you.
I have the most recognizable face in the galaxy.
Is this a safe space?
But also, would he want to?
You showed me this place for a reason. You can't live like this. Come with me.
She is really oversimplifying this.
Well, because she thinks it's that simple.
Hari?
Oh, we're back.
Oh!
It's a projection of some kind. Computer, what was the source of uplink?
Initiated with Rayshvas arrival protocol.
Can you restart it?
Authorization required.
Say it, Harry.
Focus on my voice. This is Gail.
You're glitching. Stuck in the loop of the past. Just concentrate on my voice.
But it's not supposed to be you.
What have you done to yourself, Hari?
I had a data unit implanted in my brain before we left Trantor. Something must have gone wrong.
What's going on?
It's a helicon.
How long?
34 years.
Let's race.
He sent me instead.
You're supposed to lead the first foundation. They'll be facing their first crisis soon. Who's in charge?
Soon.
You're dead, Hari. I went to your cabin. Saw him bent over you with the knife in your chest.
What happened to him?
They executed him.
Raish is dead?
Was 34 years not supposed to happen?
Stop!
You are overestimating his capabilities.
It's gotta be a tech precursor to our fence on Terminus. I'm the only expert here who can safely override it. You'll need to uncuff me.
Okay.
You go, girl.
Do it, Warden. Or we'll all die for nothing.
Shoot me! Free me from this! She's trying to start a revolution. What for? I don't know. My father is dead. Hugo is drifting.
Presumed dead.
I mean, he better pop in.
I'm hoping he's popping in at some point. You know, it's like, because again, that would be the most anticlimactic death ever.
What's so funny is that neither of us were even like that invested in
because I didn't even know it was him until it was like, oh, Hugo's still going. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, is this the dude who said he wasn't a fighter?
What are we doing? We don't need these people?
Did we just make it worse?
No, Farah! We still need her.
So thank you. You do need her. So this is what I'm talking about.
We're losing all our experts. You want to live to carry out your strike against the Empire?
I'm never leaving the Invictus. And neither are you.
I'm just, why does Salvor think the Anachrons are not ready to die today?
Her whole point was to get back at her, right? So what would be the best get back at her right now?
Ruin her plan.
Blow this bitch up, okay?
I owe you an explanation, Gail.
Why did Raish do it? I don't understand.
The Foundation needs more than a man to inspire it. My death galvanized the Foundation.
The Foundation isn't a religion. I mean, you're egotistical, but I can't see you sacrificing your life.
I have Lethe syndrome. Once the symptoms manifest, the cognitive decline is steep.
You told me it was your dream to see Terminus. You wanted to start the Foundation together.
I've been lying to you for a long time, Gail.
I also got you to come to, Trantor.
I was going to take my life. He was going to stay behind to explain why. Disappear. Reunite with me here.
What changed your plan?
He wasn't ever going to leave you.
There was never a version of your plan where Raish and I were within light years of each other.
Well, Raish tried to warn you about that.
You welcomed your part in this the moment you solved Abraxas.
I what?
You chose recognition.
I had to.
You came knowing full well the attention it would bring you and the danger that puts your family in.
Raish is dead. And that's on you, not me.
Is it? You were meant to be swimming. Every night, 40 lengths of the pool, counting primes like clockwork.
He knows she's a seer.
You came to my cabin. Why?
I was worried about Raish.
Then what happened?
Why are we still acting like we don't understand her, feelings on things? Like, she warned you about the Star Bridge.
I could feel it in the air.
Is this new information?
Right.
We've been talking about this.
My body knew something before I did. Hari, the sky.
Right. We already knew this. I feel like Gail right now because I feel like I already experienced all this.
That's what you couldn't predict. I knew what was going to happen before it did. I think I can feel the future.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel a little bit lost on the fact that we're acting like that's just some new revelation.
We saw her do it. We saw her wake up on that. I think I talked about that last time where I was like, when the woman's like, your mind went here, I was like, Gail's did. We saw that in the first episode?
I literally thought they had just been ignoring it.
Totally. The Starbridge thing, again, wasn't that the first or second episode? We saw this. And that's why I'm like, maybe.
And I really did just attribute it to her birthplace. They're seers.
Me too.
And
I've been
she's
calling
just...
her a seer. I thought we knew that the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I said, you, me, and Gail, all seers, because I thought we were all on the same page there. Okay, well, glad we are now.
It's interesting that we spent that entire conversation on something that we as an audience, I feel like, all knew, instead of moving on to other things like, what the hell was this all for? Like,
well, that's why she's like, what are we doing at your home planet? And he starts going down this other road, and you're like, let's go back. What are we doing here? So I agree. And maybe we just wrote that fan fiction and didn't realize we were right. I don't know.
I guess.
Moving on to Dawn, Day, and Dusk. Can't wait to see him walk the spiral. That will be really interesting. And I'm wondering if his little mother adjacent is going to walk it with him, or if she's going to walk it with him. You know, like, I think she manipulated him into walking that, because that also seems
absolutely
predictable. And I think it's interesting that he is unaware of the manipulation and is taking it as like he's showing he's upset because he's trying to prove he's not a creature.
He's met his match with her. She is not bowing down to him. She is challenging him on everything. So
she's not even challenging him. She just wants him gone.
I wonder what they would feel, though. Like, I know that Day and Dusk wouldn't allow it to happen, but I wonder how they would feel if Dawn all of a sudden decided, no, I'm going to lead the Empire with a family. We're going to have a baby, and we're going to do it the regular way. Would they be good with it then?
That's why, in my mind, no, because he'd still have an issue with the goddesses. That's a problem. But as far as like him wanting to live a normal life, I don't know. We'll see.
Is Hugo really 10?
But that, you see what I'm saying? Like, let's just wrap this up. I don't really know what's going on with you.
Now they got rid of Hugo
we were just expecting him to like land against the plane at some point, and he just never did. I don't know.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode of Foundation with us. Definitely catch up in the playlist if you haven't seen it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate you for being here, but we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No, we're bird calls. That's what we do.